let me just introduce you to the people that are going to be running the Senate now. I think you're going to be excited. I don't think this is bad at all. They are going to be taking control, and let's just look at who's going to be on the committees and leading the committees. Robert Menendez, you remember him. He is the guy who was acquitted on federal corruption charges 2 years ago. He is going to be taking over the Foreign Relations Committee gavel, which will be great. He has been very upset that the president pulled forces out of northern Syria and that we rebuilt the military and then reduced the budget of the State Department. And his priority, rebuild the State Department. Make sure that baby is strong and running. Then you have Senator Ron Wyden, a Democrat of Oregon. He's going to take the reins of the Finance Committee, which is great. And he is going to roll back all of the tax cuts. And he said, we have to learn the lesson of the Great Recession. And that is, you don't take your foot off the gas in the middle of an economic recovery. So spend, print, spend, print, spend, print. Then you have Dianne Feinstein. Now, she is next in line. She should be the chair of the Judiciary Committee, but she's pissed a lot of people off on the left lately, especially when she said, hey, that Amy Coney Barrett thing, that went well. Yeah, they didn't like that. So speculation is that she's going to step down and let somebody else have the power. Really? A senator is just going to step down?
With a 1,000-year record of nonstop liberalism and progressivism.
Not good enough.
Not good enough because she hugged Lindsey Graham once.
Yeah.
And now she's going to be thrown out. It shows how much they care about their people.
Well, here's the good news. Dick Durbin is next in line.
Oh, good.
You got that. Now, this one is really good. The head of the Budget Committee.
Oh, no, this is the worst one.
Is Bernie Sanders. The head of the budget. Now, the good thing is we don't have a budget. We haven't had a budget since 2008. We don't operate on that anymore. Who needs a budget? You don't need one, right? Especially when your bank account reads negative. You don't ever create a budget. You just keep spending. That's what we've done. Now, we're going to get some real healthy spending in here because Bernie Sanders is going to be the head of the Budget Committee unless he's appointed to the Secretary of Labor position. Oh, thank goodness we're all going to have all kinds of rules, regulations, and plenty of labor unions if Bernie Sanders is which one's worse? Him as the head of the budget or him as the Secretary of Labor? I mean,
they are equally terrible.
I mean, I feel like Ava Braun. I don't know. I don't want to take the cyanide pill, but you're going to shoot yourself in the head. I don't like that one either. Well, you must decide. Okay.
Like Hangover 2 and Hangover 3, they are equally terrible.
Holy cow. Okay. Then you have Senator Mark Warner from the great state of Virginia, which is totally great. He's going to be the chair of the Senate Intelligence Committee, so he's going to oversee, all of the CIA and NSA, and he's going to make sure that our directors are complete. Maybe we get Clapper back. Wouldn't that be great?
Sure would.
Then we have on the Commerce, Science, and Transportation Committee, we have Maria Cantwell. Now, she's from Washington State. And let me tell you something. Anyone from Washington State, I'm all for. They got it down. Seattle, Washington State, oh, it's running like a drum. I mean, it's just great. So she's going to be analyzing the impact of the tech giants on local journalism. Very, very concerned. So, the hundreds of local and regional newspapers have disappeared. Revenue dried up because, we're not riding horse and buggies anymore. And so she's looking to figure out what we can do as a federal government to make sure those jobs are.
And surely that won't lead to positive coverage for Democrats, would it?
Oh,
By
my
these
gosh, no.
publications?
No.
Certainly kissing the butt of journalists with one of your main proposals would not, there wouldn't be a secondary motivation
when
for
you
that.
have the government paying your salary, you know you can trust those journalists to bite the hand that feeds them.
We've seen it. With NPR.
No,
I mean,
haven't we,
NPR,
though?
you want to talk about the most fair and balanced source. That's what I get every time I tune into NPR. They are never never tilted against Republicans. It never occurs. Ever.
Then you have Sherrod Brown. He looks like he's going to be on the not banking committee. That goes to someone else here. He's going to be
screwing up the country
somehow or another. I don't know. It doesn't say here what he's going to be. I think it's for housing.
Awesome.
Yeah, because the thing he's really interested in is emergency rental assistance.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
okay. That's good to hear.
So then you have Patrick Leahy. He's going to be on the Appropriations Committee. He'll be the chair of that. And again, thank you. I am so glad that we have Patty Murray, because isn't she from Washington State too?
Murray,
I think she is. And who doesn't love yet another progressive Democrat from Washington State? She is going to take control of health, education, labor, and pensions committees. So you got that. She'll be able to take care of, Obamacare. We're going to make that so much better. We're just going to have one health care system. That's it, single payer system. And she's going to, with her in charge, it's going to be done right. Well, when I say her in charge, I actually mean the Center for American Progress, with them in charge. And writing all of the bills and everything. She'll be able to shepherd that and just be like, yeah, okay. When do you want me to do that? So she's got that.
It's an exciting group. I will say that.
Isn't it?
It really is. This is who they have, which is like some of these people are so unremarkable, but they will, they're kind of nameless, faceless shepherds of these policies. It won't matter whether they're effective or talented or smart.
No.
It's just, they're going to have control, and that's what's important.
Yeah.
That's what's important to Democrats.
Here's the good news. The purse strings are held by the House, but the House, on all of their oversight committees, they've appointed the squad to the heads of the oversight committees.
Oh, good.
So you got the squad making sure that things like pay as you go, you want a new program, you have to find the money before you do it. That rule, that's just been suspended. And Presley, strangely, I'd rather have the guy who's dead and buried next to his pool like a hamster in Memphis named Presley. I'd rather have him in Congress than Ayanna Presley. But she said that the great thing is that the new rules in the House, quote, have removed 2 structural barriers to our agenda for equity and justice and will allow us to advance the bold policies like Medicare for all and the Green New Deal and an equitable COVID recovery. So this is going to be good. And they said they are no longer going to have to worry about presenting big ideas that will get bogged down in procedural hurdles or harmful austerity measures. So
that's great. Look, I'm optimistic today, Glenn.
Are you?
Oh my gosh. Look at this collection of people and all the wonderful things they're going to do for our country.
They're so American.
Oh gosh.
Or they're the exact opposite